When a coin flip, that's a good start. Immediately play. Keep. Oh, this hand's very good. Opponent's playing Paka. Haven't seen a Paka deck for a while. I've cut a lot of my cards that are good in these aggressive mirrors. If opponent doesn't have removal for either of our first two Visages, we're going to explode. Paka with blood on one. Interesting. I wonder if he misclicked the champion. I own most of the cards. So, for people that have never seen Visage of the Masquerade before, whenever we play a card that costs 5 or more, we get a copy of Visage of the Masquerade. And this card says, once per turn, when an elf you control deals damage to a champion, if this is in your hand, you may play it for free. And this counts as a 5-drop for our guys. Gotta be orcs, yep. Now the question is, I have Feral Acorn makes wild. So this makes wild for us because we have elves. Now the question is, do I offer this giant just 3 damage to each opposing champion? Do I offer this? Do I play a Visage and offer this trade? I think I'm actually supposed to play Pyretic Performer because this card creates a Scorch, which is a 0-cost deal 1 damage. So I think I'm supposed to just play this and Scorch this guy. But then the question becomes, do I maul when I hit him this turn? That's the question. I kind of like, if I rip a shard next turn that makes a temporary resource, I can play double Visage and ship with the team. Yeah, I think I'm going to decline the ability. Full greed, yep. God, if we hit a shard that makes a temporary resource this turn, we get to activate this, play double Visage, ship with the team, shard. That's unfortunate. Is it unfortunate? So we get to play troop. So, this is tough. So if I play Visage out and ship with everything, he just eats a Visage and we put this into play and copy Visage. I could just play Stingshot Sniper. I'm just going to ship with Pyretic Performer and then play Stingshot post-combat. Give us one more turn to draw a shard. Actually, I think I should put this in now. Because he's at 11 already. Yeah, I'm just going to put this in now. Yeah, there's no way he trades with Pyretic if I attack with 2 Visages. He definitely just, like, eats the 2/2. And now if we draw a shard, he's pretty thoroughly dead here. Oh, I always forget Paka is just Ruby. Like, I have it so ingrained in my head, like I played Paka with the Ruby Wild deck. I thought it was Wild. Stingshot, sure. Interesting. So he's playing more of a mid-range deck? Jeez, if we hit a shard this turn, we get to go boom, boom, activate Sir Giles, and then, like, play Emberleaf post-combat and copy all of them. That's pretty good, too, though. Should have played Visage pre-combat. I didn't play a Visage. I was playing Stingshot Sniper. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with everything here. We'll see what he does. The opponent's pretty dead here unless they have a sweeper. Oh, jeez. Do I play around a sweeper out of his deck? I don't know what his deck is doing. So he's going to 2 here. I don't think I need to play around a sweeper because if he plays Extinction, we just get to play this and attack him. Yeah, he's pretty dead. Yeah, I'm gonna resolve that, and then I'm just gonna play another Emberleaf Invoker here. Just go. Let's go like that. If we get Heat Waved, I'm gonna feel pretty bad. But these are both 5/3 toughness guys actually. So Heat Wave and Extinction were both fine. So for those of you that don't know what just happened there, the Visage, the copies copy when you play more 5-drops. So they double, and then they double again, and they double again when you keep playing out these things that cost 5 or more. So I don't think we want pheromones. I'm not really sure what our opponent's deck is doing. Looks like another, the Paka generally means an aggressive champion. It doesn't seem like he has a lot of troops for blocking, though. So I think 4 burns, 4 crackling bolts. He has some troops, so some crushing blows are probably fine. Maybe bring in Periwinkle. This card, whenever we play a card that costs 5 or more, we get to double it. I think that's probably better than these things. It's possible Lullaby is okay, because, like, it counters his Blaze Elemental, too. I mean, if he had Extinction, he would need Extinction plus Resource plus Burn, because we have Visage in our hand to just, like, play with speed and kill him the following turn. And, like, even if he had Extinction plus Shard plus Burn, we would have had, you know, Burns and Crackling Bolts and Crushing Blows as outs to kill him. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and make that change. I'm just going to cut the 1 main deck Pheromones and put in a Periwinkle, so we can, you know, go bigger and wider a little bit better. I think it's probably fine. It's got turn 2 Sting Shot Sniper. So Ashwood Solos is a 1/1 that when it attacks, you gain a resource, which is great. It's like an aggressive accelerant, which is wonderful. And he has a Blood Shard here on 1, which means we're not going to get burned, which is great. Shift. When this dies, put it into your hand. It gets +2 cost. That's super clunky. And I'm sure, like, infinite combos are generally clunky, but that's super clunky. This could be literally anything. It could be a Fissure Smith. I'm going to attack into it because I don't really care. Visage is pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna attack in. This could be a Fissure Smith. If it's a Fissure Smith, I feel kind of bad about this attack, but if it's not a Fissure Smith, this attack is great. Not Fissure Smith. Okay, maybe Monsoon. It's possible I wanted to just play Sting Shot Sniper this turn, but we drew Visage, and I like being aggressive. We get Heat Waved. I'd much rather these die to Heat Wave than Sting Shot Sniper die to Heat Wave, so that's a fine trade for us. Another Sting Shot Sniper, wonderful. This card's really sweet. So this is a 2/2 flight with Empower, and when it attacks, it deals damage equal to its power to 1 random opposing champion or troop. So when you empower it, it becomes a 4/4 that deals damage to 2 random opposing champions or troops when it attacks, which is pretty awesome. Okay, draw. Let's see if we get to attack here. So my champion ability, we didn't get to use last game. What this does is target troop and all troops that share a trait with it in all zones, including my hand, my crypt, my deck, all get +1 power permanently. I don't want to activate that right now, though, because my opponent has a kill or a burn. We'll lose it, basically. All right, we're going to go ahead and put Maw into play for free here. And if he just takes the damage from this, we're going to get to go ahead and play Emberleaf Invoker. Yep, seems great. And because he didn't kill this when I attacked, I'm just going to go ahead and activate my champion power now. Okay, he doesn't have it. So I technically missed 2 points of damage there, but I think it's the conservative line to miss those 2 points of damage. And you can see this elf became a 6/3 and this elf became a 3/2. One of the really sweet things about this deck is that Empower doubles all the numbers on this card, which includes modifiers, which means if we empower this card, it becomes a 6/4. He missed a shard drop 2 turns ago, so I wasn't really worried about playing around Extinction here. God, no attacks is just like the kiss of death. God, he's super dead, right? This shot down his guy. Attack for 12. Dead. You cannot empower more than once. That's a good question. It looks like my youngest is awake from his nap. I'm going to go ahead and run a quick commercial and go upstairs and fetch him out. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We're going to play a couple more matches with Ruby Wild Elves before we call it a day on the stream. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Shadowzord, I just spent time like cruising around all the decks on Hex meta and like playing a few gauntlets. You learn all the cards pretty quickly that are constructed playable. In limited, you're gonna learn a lot of cards that aren't constructed playable. Say hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. Yep. A half hour or so. What do you want to do tonight? I just gotta run to the T-Mobile store and get a new SIM chip.
Thinking either yard work or take boys to school.
We can do whatever you want. We should do the yard work.
We should. Nice and fun. What's that weight thing?
What? Oh, this is like a styrofoam piece.
Is your SIM card just the wrong size?
Yeah, they're micro now or something like that. I do need to find out that if we get...
Mine is the micro one. You sure yours isn't?
Then it's mini or something. They changed. They're different. They're not... It's different than what I had before. I wonder if I get the new one, will it still fit back in here? It probably won't. If I decide I want to use this after we fix it.
Well, I'll take this one. Do you want me to have this one?
I don't know if this is going to work after I fix it.
I mean, doesn't fixing imply working?
I mean, kind of. Yeah, try your sim. I mean, this is the same chim chip that went in my OnePlus, so probably not. Is a full playset that much? I guess there's a few really expensive cards.
Don't you have to just get like a different tray? I don't think you have to get a full new sim chip. Right?
Honey, behind you. Waiting to queue. Hi ho the Cheerio, waiting to queue.
Yours isn't this tiny one like mine?
Yeah, it's the same size.
So what goes in here?
Pop the tray out of that, you'll see it's smaller. The tray in this isn't much bigger than that, and it has an SD card slot and SIM chip in the same size. VK, Angel of Dawn, Reese. Yeah, I guess that's true. Angel of Dawn doesn't see a ton of play, though.
Why do they have to keep changing the size of them?
I mean, it's been... These phones are 2 years old.
Yeah, but like, then you have to keep paying T-Mobile for new ones, and it's like when Apple changes the size of their headphones.
Yeah, sometimes that's definitely true. There's Kickstarter accounts that people sell sometimes that have full sets on them.
I'd buy a Kickstarter account. If anybody's selling one, I'll buy it.
All right, we got ourselves a second victim. Match. Boris, sweet. I think this matchup's okay for us, which is one of the reasons I want to play this deck. So. I don't think I've ever done better than 2-3 in Evo Sealed. It's pretty high variance, like the cards you get. We lost the coin flip. I think I'm allowed to keep this. It's a little slow on the draw, but we'll see. He's gonna have his accelerant on one like they always do. Yeah, if he has turn 2 Ruinier, this hand's definitely too slow. No burn / soloist. Needed to have the coin flip to maybe beat a turn 2 Ruinier with this hand. Even with the coin flip, I might not beat a turn 2 Ruinier with this hand. Yep. Just trying to run us out of town. It's unfortunate. Well, play Visage and make him jump it, I suppose. Steadfast means they don't turn sideways when they attack, so. Okay, well that's good. Oh, God bless America. He's got a stupid Brown Fox Scout here. We have to block, though, because otherwise he gets a 3-3. Like, this block sucks, but we have to make it. I think we're just dead now. Yeah, I think we're just going to concede. We really don't. I guess we can win this in the air if he doesn't have one of his removal spells. Alright, if this dies, we'll pack it in and try again. Like I said, this hand's just not beating turn 2 Ruinier on the draw. We're getting turbulence here. Yep. Alright, call it a day.
Hey! Stop trying to run your brother over with the car!
You need a wild threshold to play Maw. So when you play Visage on 2, you can't play Maw. Crackling Bolt is medium. Pyretic Performer is medium. Yeah, Amberly's probably fine. Let's do this. I like Crackling Bolt in the fact that it makes our champion power happen sooner. I think Visage of the Masquerade is one of my favorite cards. Does a lot of stuff. Yeah, you have to have a wild threshold for the Maw to work. This hand's really good with a wild shard. Like, really good with a wild shard. Thoroughly mediocre without. I guess we get to still play turn 2 Voice.
Look at you go.
God, if we had a wild shard, the game ends, though. I think the upside to keeping this hand with getting a wild shard is good, though. And then Voice of the Ashwood, this is Rage 1, so every time it attacks, it permanently gains 1 power. And then whenever this deals damage to our opponent, we gain resources equal to the amount of damage it deals. Which is pretty good. This is probably a pass, which means Brown Fox Scout. We have Crushing Blow, though, so that's good for us. Please, Wild Shard, please. Dang, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. He's just taking it. All right, so if I Crushing Blow this, we go down to 2 and then up to, yeah, I'm gonna Crushing Blow this, and then we can empower Sting Shot Sniper this turn. I don't think he has anything that punishes this. Yeah, so we're just gonna go double Maw. Yeah, this is why we kept this hand, because it's just super powerful. If we hit the Wild Shard. Empower. And the game, he could have Turbulence here, but like, oh no! Oh no! Look at the giant mistake I've made! This takes, oh god. Oh god, the thresholds. Why, Hoagland, why? Why are you so bad at this game? He's gonna jump this and kill it now, and we're never gonna have the resources to play this. Oh god. We're going to draw, like, the Ruby Shard next turn and could have just, like, played it regular. Not like this. Not like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. So I could Pheromones the Soloist, which makes these trade, which means he can't Green Paw Emancipator us next turn, which seems reasonable. And then these hit our opponent for 6, which makes this cost 1. Yeah, so let's do this. I suppose I could have Pheromones here, and then we go to 2, but that wouldn't be enough to play the Emberleaf Invoker, so that's fine. So let's do that. This becomes a 1 cost. We play it out. Pass the turn. God, I can't believe I did that. I was so excited that we got to 6. I just didn't. Yeah. Is he gonna jump and kill one of my guys here? God, we're gonna draw the Ruby Shard here. God, just thank God. Oh, that's so good. Oh. Do I want Lullaby on the draw is a real question. I can kind of let us race turn 2 Runir. I don't own MTGO decks, so no, that's probably not a possibility. want this lullaby. I feel like I want the lullaby on the draw. Cut another Pyretic Performer, perhaps? This card's pretty medium. How many troops am I at right now? 24 troops. A little bit low. That's just one card. I'm home this weekend. I'm excited. I'm going to be playing the Blood Cup this weekend. Should be a good time. Should be a very good time. You're crazy, child. You're crazy. All right. Soloist, no turn 2 Runeer. Soloist for us, no turn 2 Runeer.
Really? You really just ran into the wall?
Mulligan. Mulligan. I'm going to keep this hand. This hand might get us in trouble. If he's got a nut draw again, this hand probably doesn't beat it. Alright, no nut draw so far. That's good. I'm going to play this out. I'm going to get wild with this. That could also get us in trouble because these both take double red. But we have a lot more ruby shards than wild shards in our deck. So hopefully we pick one up here. Getting wild out also means if he plays Runeer on 3, we can Pheromones our voice and then Crushing Blow through it. Which is nice. Alright, need to run a couple shards off here. By a couple, I mean one. We need like one ruby shard. One acorn. Oh, God. That's so bad for us. Good beats.
Stop it! Honey, do you see him?
Yeah, he does that all the time.
I know, it's annoying.
Can you check his diaper? He has a brown fox scout on step here too? Nope. Just the bluffs. He can play Green Paw Man Spader and end the game. Cloconon's gonna be pretty game ending too. We've got too many, like, I guess these are the only reactive cards kind of in our hand. Ruby Shard. Did you lose yet? Thanks, love you too.
I think we should go to the pool. I don't want to do yard work. I don't want to be a responsible adult. I want to go play at the pool.
Okay, there's our Visage. He left counter magic in. Okay, sure. That's interesting. What is? He's just got like a bunch of counter magics in his hand.
Jake, catch.
Christy! Seriously, you could have just broken all of my stuff.
Fine.
My wife just hit me and my monitor in the head with a giant ball. Just take it out of here. Good God, woman. Probably getting counter magic or turbulenced. Please don't annoy me while we're getting unlucky. Yeah, turbulence.
I'm not causing your unlock.
Alright, well, we'll just call this a game and play it one more. And we'll call it a day. Take care of your children.
Be done. I want to go out.
I'm not even at 5 o'clock. I go till 5 o'clock.
I don't care. Be done now.
It's very possible I shouldn't have kept that opening hand, too. It's also possible that, like, 3 pheromones and 4 crushing blows are too many post reserves, and we're supposed to just, like, have a higher troop density. I don't think we were beating a Carnosaurus on the draw with it. Most of our hands don't really beat a Carnosaurus on the draw, though, unless we have, like, room to keep up resources for burn, which most of the time we won't.
Enough.
No, the Blood Cup is Swiss. which is one of the reasons I'd like to play it.
Do you want to go to the pool? I think Dee to the pool. Jacob, no! No! We do not throw.
This is the 26th life champion, right? Yeah, 10 put each opposing troop into their owner's hand. Probably just not supposed to keep this. We don't have a 1 or a 2 drop. This hand's much better. Opponent also mulligans. Hopefully we don't get transmogged into a coin. Would not mind hitting a ruby shard in the next 2 draws so we can play these out in 2 turns. For 10 charges, it puts each opposing troop into its controller's hand. And they have 26 life, which is relevant. Like, we're playing an aggressive deck. Like, having to kill them from 26 is super relevant. Ruby shard! Ruby shard! Alright, I'll take them all, I guess. We unfortunately cannot play out either of these because we do not have Ruby. Double Ruby. Bye, where are you going? We are killing him fairly quickly with the few troops we have in play, which is nice. Assuming he just has a bunch of counter magic up. Haven't gotten time rippled or transmogged yet. If he plays something out that can finally block at some point here, we're just crushing blow through it. Hex Engine. Card's pretty good. So he can activate this to make 2 resources. Main deck pheromones looking like poop. Not the matchup we want it for. This is 8, goes to 7. Yep. This deck might want 1 more shard in it. Most of these games we're stumbling. Like, we lose more games to stumbling than to flooding, it feels like. I might just want to kick up and add 1 more ruby shard in this deck, play 22. And getting to Sir Giles is usually not a bad thing. You know, it's very possible I should have, yeah. Yeah, I should have waited till post-combat there, I think, to play the shard. Wow, he knows that we had to have it. We got yesterday, so let's play this and just play the voice of the Ashwood back out. And then he's dead next turn, unless he has another fog or something. You could have, like, time ripple here. Ripple the voice. Transmog the voice. Sure. Now have a 1-1. Yay, 1-1s. So it's looking like we stumbled just long enough that he's going to use mass poly. Sure. Alright, so let's play this. Lets me target this. And then I can pheromones this so my elf gets to hit him so Maw gets to work. Do I want a crushing blow is the question. You think I want a crushing blow this for +2? Yeah. Transmog's gonna be bad for us here, but I don't think we can play around that. God bless America. Seriously? That's just unfucking real. That's super frustrating. It's 2 transmogs and 13 cards. I guess he peaked. He's got that going for him. He peaked. When this attacks, he gets 2 warbots. Maybe I'm supposed to have played the Sting Shot Sniper there, because the Sting Shot... Yeah, that was a mistake. I was just clicking because I'm annoyed, but I should have... Oh, these have flight, too. Okay, so the Sting Shot doesn't matter, because these have flight. Nice draws, opponent. I don't think there was anything I could have sequenced differently there. We, like, just missed on the shard for, like, just long enough that he was able to capitalize on it. Pheromones actually doesn't seem bad. Crushing Blow seems like poop. Pheromone seems okay. Periwinkle's probably excellent. I'm gonna bring the other pheromones too, just because, like, if he has random things that can block, this can like let our guys punch through. All right, let's give it a try. Perhaps I want these Nature's Rains to, like, kill us. Actually, yeah, that seems really good. Let's do that. He's got Hex Engine and that stupid Warbot. So if he hadn't had a second Transmog there, we would have killed him with Burn and Scorch. I think that's the correct line, is to make him have it. Not exciting, but a keep. Post reserves, this gets even harder. Probably has things like Sapper's Charges and stuff like that. It's like every one of these hands that we keep having to mulligan without shards in it, like, I'm gonna add a 20-second shard to this deck after I play this gauntlet. So you don't have Transmog? We didn't play the Visage out because it requires double Ruby, which again we do not have. There's only 2 wild shards in this deck too. There's 9 wild altogether. We've got 7 duels and 2 wild shards. Now the question is, do I want to range that? I don't think I do. Start by attacking here. I guess he can yesterday us next turn if we don't range that. I think I want to just play this out though. This might be wrong. It's very possible I'm supposed to just rain this and slow down its acceleration. We're going to get railed by yesterday at some point, though. Hopefully we find a Ruby Shard next turn. Another one, sure. It looks like he's running all the mana rocks. probably getting transmogged or timer pulled this turn, I assume. Well, that worked out better than expected. Our battle bots are battle dead. That's cute. So I can gain him 10. Okay, because this takes 10. Is he just dead here? Almost. Alright, reserves cards are good. News at 11. God, his brew makes me wish I had more Nature's Rains. I think this is the first time I've brought in the Nature's Rains. God bless them. Do I want Ember Spire Witch? I wasn't expecting him to have things that gained life. Pheromone seems poop. Bring in at least one Ember Spire. Maybe cut a Periwinkle too. Yeah, I don't ever want to draw 2 Periwinkles. It's kind of awkward against yesterday. And his champion power, really. Just like play cheaper cards, beat down faster. Kept 7. I'm on Dragon. Well, at least this hand is a shard that plays the soloist on one. Got that going for us. Just to get transmogged. Hopefully we get transmogged into a... Ooh, that's good. Hopefully when we get transmogged, we get the one that makes a resource and not a coin. It's like 1 in 11 to do that. Look at that! Look at that! Ask and you shall receive, Kismet. I mean, this champion didn't do anything before set 4 came out either. So his transmog transformed my ramp guy into basically a Mox. That's not strictly an upgrade. I'd rather have the thing that attacks. So I could Crackling Bolt and then try and activate my champion power, but that seems a little loose. Yeah, I'm gonna move to combat and see how this goes. Peak to start, sure. We're still in my main phase. Okay. Well, now that he's on Transmog or Bust and he's already played... I mean, I'm sure we're just gonna get savaged by a second Transmog here, but I'm gonna Crackling Bolt and activate this. Since he's doing this during my main phase. He did see 3 extra cards. I'm sure he has a second one. Got him. Alright, the old 3 power flyer that attacks for 6. Yep, it's a ramp guy that turns into a battle bot. Now the real question is, do I just play out this second Sting Shot Sniper, or do I empower it? I think I'm supposed to play it out. He's probably going to yesterday us at some point here, and then he's just going to yesterday us at some point, and then we will can empower it then maybe. Bird of Plenty. If damage would be dealt to this, draw that many cards instead. Well, that's terrifying. Crushing Blow. So I mean, we have a really good chance of killing him this turn since we drew this. We need one of these triggers to hit him. I'm glad we crackling bolted him last turn. Alright, it's 5 o'clock, folks. We played 3 matches with mild amounts of salt. Apologize. Yeah, game 1 was real close. The second Transbog was not a pleasant experience. This deck feels real close. I like this deck a lot. It's just like super explosive and feels good to play. I do want one more shard in here. We're on 21 shards right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to cut offhand. This main deck Pheromones might be too cute. Just like cut that and play another Ruby shard. 4 Crushing Blows is enough, and then like we probably don't want 3 Pheromones post reserves anyways. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Welcome to all of the new followers. Thank you everyone. We had a bunch of resubs today, so thank you for the continued support on that. If you are new to the channel and you haven't used the follower sub buttons yet and you enjoy the content, I would encourage you to use both of those. If you missed any of today's streams or any of my other streams, you can find that content always archived on my YouTube channel, which you can find a link below the stream or off to the right side if you are watching on mobile.